The next thing is, as you activate the greatness in you, amaze your clients with service, you want to create an achievement-driven, supportive, collaborative environment and culture where you're working together to create strategy and synergy that will allow you to have a breakthrough. One goose can fly 75% further in formation with other geese than it can ever fly by itself. And so when you create a culture that's based upon achievement-driven, collaborative, supportive relationships that empowers you to create the next greatest version of yourself. You can't grow by yourself. You need somebody to challenge you. Iron sharpens iron. Surrounding yourself with people that you can learn from, that you can grow from. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough said, if you're the smartest one in your group, you need to get a new group. Is that real or not? Write this down. Only quality people. Who's in your ear? What are you looking at? What do you see? An optimist can look at obstacles and see nothing but opportunities. A pessimist can look at opportunities and see nothing but obstacles. Your mindset is crucial. Taking time to work on your mindset. When my business wasn't working, Mike said less. When a fish dies, it stinks in the head first. It's you. You got to align your mindset. You've convinced yourself that you can't do this. And I was at a conference, I'll never forget. And a guy spoke before me. How many ever felt somebody was talking to you? Raise your hands, please. And this guy's going back and forth. And he was making a point. Then he stopped, like something stopped him. He said, there's somebody here who loves to help people. And he said, you know who you are. There's somebody here who would like to be on this stage where I am, holding this microphone, talking to you. You've convinced yourself that you can't do this. And you know who you are. And I want to say to you, it's not what you don't have, it's what you think you need that prevents you from living your dream. And you know who you are. And then he knocked me down. He said, the reason I'm standing up here and you're seated out there, I represent the thoughts you have rejected for yourself. Wow is right. Wow, I started crying. I went out and I called Mike. I said, Mike? He said, Brown, are you all right? No, I'm not rejecting myself anymore. Do you hear me? I'm not rejecting myself anymore. Brownie, calm down. Listen, Mike, I'm not rejecting myself anymore. I want to take care of my mother. I want to take care of my children. I want to make something of myself. All my life, people compare me to my brother and my sister who graduated from the University of Miami. It takes me longer to get things than most people, but once I got it, Mike, I got it. Will you work with me? He said, yes, Ron. I've always felt that you had it. Here's something right now. Sometimes you have to believe in somebody's belief in you until your belief kicks in. I don't know you, but here's what I know about you, about Jay and the leadership and Rock and all the people. They believe in you. The agents, owners, they believe in you. You're part of the team because they saw something special in you. Sometimes I shudder to think what would have happened to me if I had not gone to hear Mike speak. He was a speaker. It spoke to me. Everybody repeat after me, please. Live full. Everybody together, live full. Die empty. When doctors had told me my PSA, which stands for prostate-specific antigen, it's 2,400, and cancer had metastasized to 7 areas of my body. I was started smiling. Dr. Golson said, "Did you hear what I said?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Why are you smiling?" I said, "7 is my lucky number." He said, "What?" I said, "I was born February the 17th. I'm one of 7 children. My phone number is 702. Joshua marched around the walls of Jericho 7 times. Naaman dipped himself in the river Jordan 7 times. I said, 7 is my lucky number. That means that cancer's getting the hell beat out of it right now." PSA for me only stands for positively staying alive. But I remember that night when I went home and I was reading some words by Dr. Howard Thurman, who wrote, "Deep is the hunger, the voice of the genuine, the centering moment." He was a mentor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi, and Albert Schweitzer. He said, "The ideal situation for a man or woman to die is to have family members praying with them as they cross over." He said, "But imagine, if you will, being on your deathbed and standing around your bed, the ghost of the dreams, the ideas, the abilities given to you by life, but you, for whatever reason, you never pursued those dreams. We never saw your leadership. You never wrote that book. You never used your gifts. And there they are standing around your bed, looking at you with large, angry eyes, saying, 'We came to you, and only you could have given us life. And now we must die with you forever.'" And the question is, if you died today, what dreams, what ideas, what talents, what gifts, what abilities, what leadership will die with you? Miles Monroe, good friend I lost in a plane crash. He said, "The wealthiest place on the planet is not in the Far East where there's oil in the ground. It's not in South Africa where there are diamond mines." He said, "The wealthiest place on the planet is the cemetery. There you'll find potential never realized. There you'll find books never written. There you'll find ideas and dreams never pursued." Maybe that's why one woman said in a moment of anguish, "What if you live your whole life only to discover that it was wrong? That it was wrong." As Henry David Thoreau said, "Oh God, to reach the point of death only to realize that you've never lived. That you didn't scrape the surface of your potential." Repeat after me again, please. Everyone, live full, die empty,